Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-Piece TCG. Pirates TCG and 2D. I'm coming back with that Monkey D, Luffy, and the OP12. All right, so do smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments. Let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Now I know you see the alt art and you say, hey, where can I get that? Follow the link in the description to kdesign.com. Use code 3-Piece TCG to get 25% off your entire order. Also, if you are getting joy or knowledge from this channel, consider joining. Come on down, be smashing and finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. We are getting the gang ready for the LCQ OP12 format. So yes, it will be going down. All right. Now, also the music you're hearing is provided by myself, Screaming into Space, off the album. Anyways, link in the description. That was a speed run of the intro. I've been trying to do the intros faster now. Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Okay. So we got Monkey D. Luffy. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure everybody knows by now. Dawn 1, everybody gets +1 cost. That makes it hard to pop. Great. That's not as prevalent as it used to be because black isn't running as rampant as it used to be, but I digest. Okay. Then, you know, when 2 or more Dawn cards are returned, we get to go, well, we get them back. 1 active, 1 rested. Okay. So anyways, this is my OP12 list as of right now. Now, if you've missed a couple episodes, do follow or do go to the playlist, Black Purple Luffy playlist, and you'll all be covered. But we're still running the searcher because we like to find this, we like to find this, and we don't want to run, you know, $400 worth of this. Okay, cool. The big changes in here are Brook, Nico Robin, Sanji, 1 of these, and 3 of these. Okay, so let's talk about these the most. First, Brook. Brook is going to help you into the green matchup. Brook is going to help you into any matchup where you don't see this or you don't see this on curb, and you do have play out of Brook. Brook is a 6 for 7 body. Okay, 6K body, 6 cost body, 7K body. And does have a counter, but more importantly, when attacking, you return 1 Dawn to your deck, 1 or more. Okay, so you can proc your ability, you can not proc your ability. That's your choice. But you -2 of your opponents by 2K. So what that does is it puts everybody, just about everybody in this game, especially once he's played, at in swing range, right? Everybody is on notice. Everybody's got to be defended at that point. So we really like that. Helps into green, helps into, well, helps in anything really. Okay, so he's a general. Once he gets on the board, he is a little slow. It's not that he gets popped, it's that if we can play this or play this and get immediate value, we would like to have immediate value. So, but Brook really helps once homeboys turn sideways and you need to get him off the board. Brook is your guy. Okay, now Sanji. Sanji really helps in the green. We're going to pop their Cavendishes. We're going to pop their, como se dice, popping their Cavendishes, popping their carrots, popping their boobie smokers. That's what I was trying to think. And any other target that's 5 costs. There's a lot of 5 costs that cause a lot of trouble in this game. Okay, I mean, you know, if they don't buff this up, we're popping it, right? So we threw Sanji's back in there, and it gives us a little more control going into the green matchups, certain red matchups, etc. Now, Nico Robin. Hips McGee, okay? You like her, you love her, you want to know where all those hands are coming from. So this is a great card, 6 for 7, and if your leader is Koala or Monkey D. Luffy, and it is, this character gains blocker and 3 costs. Blocker and 3 costs. That makes her a 9 cost body. And the big one, okay? This is the big one. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Please tell me I've been recording. Good. And if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, your opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand, okay? This is just the creme de la Edgar of, like, not necessarily board control, but just swinging the state of the game in your favor. It really can make such a difference, okay? Because you play this later in the game, which is why I was running 3 I was running 2, kind of bouncing around 3. Sometimes I like 2 of this and 3 of this, you know. But anyways, I digest. So we play this. If we whittle them down to 5 cards in hand and we play this, it's absolutely devastating for them to have 3 cards in hand, have to defend this 7K, this 7K, and 2 7Ks of this, right? Even this. It's also great to get rid of this if you're not going to use it. You're not going to use it if you're not going to use it. There's some cards that you're not going to use and you can stand to lose, right? You can just get rid of that one and you shift the whole thing into your favor. It is dastardly, okay? Also, you can play it the turn you're trying to go for lethal, get rid of 2 cards and go for lethal. And if they survive that attempt, it's a great setup for the next turn because guess what? Everybody is 7K, 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 right? 10K. And it's a great setup because then that's also another swinger. So should you be able to survive their clapback, now you have an additional body that's going to swing 7. It's great. And it's also the first one that we would let go. So if we can't defend him, we're going to let this go. We don't really care about this once it's played because it's already done its ability. Anyways, Gum Gum Gatling, there to get rid of the bricks and ramp off a trigger. Nothing crazy. Gum Gum Giant, you can't ban it. You can't ban it. You can't restrict it. Leave us alone. Hell's Judgment. Now, this is the one, real quick. I want to talk about this and I want to spend more time on this. Gamma Knife. Gamma Knife is there for green. Gamma Knife is there for anybody who you're having a real tough problem getting rid of. Minus 5K, that card is leaving. If we develop the way we typically develop, typically, that card is leaving, okay? So, yeah, we like it. We love it. Want some more of it. Also ramps off a trigger. Cool. Now, Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment is there specifically for the Zoro matchup. However, it also has the same effect that Neural Beam does, in a sense. So, I used to think, and for those of you, we call it Neural Beam, but it's actually Slow Beam. Yeah, it's actually Slow Beam on the English printed cards that we play. But anyways, we used to play this, and we used to say, well, you need this card. You got to have this card because when you go up against Blackbeard, and they got you down to nothing, and they play a Blackbeard, and they swing, they make the mistake of playing the game, we turn that Blackbeard sideways, we survive that swing, and then we go for game, right? We lull them into a false sense of security, and then we go for game. Yes, absolutely. However, Blackbeard, we clap up Blackbeard. We've learned to clap up Blackbeard with what we have already. We don't need this, okay? Now we're messing with Hell's Judgment, and what Hell's Judgment does is this Zoro guy right here. Y'all remember this Zoro guy? Wait, did I save this already? Yeah, I'll make sure it's saved. Zoro Slash. So when Zoro wants to double attack, right? If Zoro wants to double attack, that's fine. He can swing, 9 or 10 or whatever. He can swing into like our Broofy, right? We're going to Hell's Judgment. Let's say you're swinging 9, 2 over. We Hell's Judgment him. He goes down to 6 for the turn. Hell Judgment here. That goes down to 4 for the turn, or 5, whatever. But we Hell's Judgment here and here, or wherever, and those 2 attacks will typically be completely nullified. Once he's already put 4 Dawn on here, he's not going to have much more to go. And then you have an invalid swinger for the rest of the game. And that's the way, I like it. KC in the sunshine. But anyways, Austin Powers, I got to do it. But yeah, so that has really helped. Super controlling and just taking swings out of the game completely. Okay. So, I mean, and it's absolutely won us games. Also, there's been one time in locals, and I'll show you guys because I'll be uploading it, where we absolutely used the trigger because they had 6 or more Dawn. Actually, it was against a Bonnie. A real close match against a Bonnie. And I believe they were on even curb, and they were going to go to, they were at, I think they were at 8. No, they were at something. No, they were at 6. They were at 6 Dawn, and they were going to go to 8. That's what it was. And so I had them remove 1 Dawn, and they weren't able to play their kid that next turn like they would have been able to otherwise. They had everything set up for it. This threw him off, gave me one more turn to do my thing. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But with that being said, I've done enough yapping. Again, if you want a more full breakdown, there's a bunch of videos and you can come back here and, you know, bookmark this one. However, it's time to get into those smashes, shall we? Right, gang. So we're going up against Zoro real quick. And right now, I see exactly what I want in my hand. I say exactly, of course, I would love a Broofy. I would love this. I would love that. But we got a Searcher to play turn 1. We got Zoro to play turn 2. There's my Broofy. Now we got 2 Law Searchers. Give me my secret. There we go. There we go. All right. So when you're going up against Zoro, it's a mix of staying around and pressure. And I know that sounds crazy. I know they sound counterintuitive to one another. However, we want to butter them up. That looked like a Ninja Turtle, dog. I was like, what am I playing? I thought I was playing Unique Versus for a second. Anyways, we want to butter them up for that secret $100 finisher. Now, I'm going to ramp, and I've learned that swinging 5 and 5 early, it just sets the tone for the rest of the game, okay? They don't want to take 2 life, and they don't want to give us 2 cards. So they give us a card, and they take a life. Now, they're going to do the Zoro special, the that's what he's doing, literally with the sword in his mouth. We are going to be at 7. This is why we like going second. We like going second because we take away the Kawina play, all right? They got to settle for Tashigi on their turn 3. Well, by their turn 3, we're at Monk of the Loof, okay? We're sipping with Broofy, all right? Now, they're going to turn Broofy sideways, and they're going to swing here. Watch this. Do I do it now? That's the question. Do I do it now? Because I know I got 2 more hits coming. We could do it. Hell's Judgment on turn 4. They're both nullified. You can't swing. You can't swing. Next turn. Yes, it's my turn now. Yes, I would say that it is my turn now. He's still munching. It's my turn. Thank you. Hell's Judgment, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentle thems. Hell's Judgment for your consideration. Now, we just scared them once with Hell's Judgment. We can leave 2 Dawn active for Hell's Judgment and have them sweating for the rest of the game, okay? Or I can swing 7 twice, and then I can use Luffy's ability and go for it. Absolutely go for it. We don't go for it. Okay. Okay. We're saying next turn. I do have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13K in counter, but I digest, okay? Maybe we're worried about them swinging everything at our face. That's fine. That's fine. More than understandable. Okay, so they're blockering up. They're blockering up. Oh, did I also not see that they already had a blocker out there? Yeah, that's what that was. So they're blockering up. They're going to swing there. We're going to get rid of the Broofy. We're going to keep that. They're going to do that there. I'd let them have that one. Yeah, we'll let them have that. We don't need a ramp. We're back at 10. Look at us go. So now we've got them with what? 8 cards in hand. I'm starting to get Rain Man with that, counting cards in their hand. We can just turn both sideways, swing the world, swing 7, 7, and then what? Maybe 9 twice, if I'm not mistaken. And there ain't enough math in the world to save him from that. So here we go. We've collected our Uso Hachis me Oso Hornies, okay? And now we get to do 7. That's going to cost you 2 cards. Oh, yeah. We got this in the bag, baby. Okay. So now we could actually do, we're going to do 7, and then we're going to do 10 twice. And that's got to be the ball game. No active Dawn. Ninja Turtles. 10 to the face. Take it again. You ain't got it. You ain't got it? They ain't got it. What they do have is the hunger for a rematch, which we will absolutely, positively be getting into. They do have Horny Jones. Warning! Actually, they had Horny Jones and Horny Jones the event. So, I know this felt like a fluke. That's fine. Let's run it back. All right, so I said it felt like a fluke. What it really feels like is what the fuck just happened, right? So, I've got Hell's Judgment. I got Broofy. I've got 2 Searchies. And I am going to search. Now, I take Nico Robin this time because I'm like, okay, cool. You know something else that's really good is hanging back. Now, it's not necessarily hanging back because we're going to push our agenda. We draw into ramp. By the way, we had no ramp, which was nuts. Off of 2 searches, we search out another big ass Luffy. Now I'm getting a little fast here. Let's see what happened here. Because on that 3rd search, I didn't have a choice. Fuck it. But yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and apply some pressure. Now, because we played out Zoro and we searched again, we were not able to swing and swing, which I would have really liked to do more so than searching again. So anyways, we do get the Hell's Judgment. We got 2 Hell's Judgments this time. 2 Hell's Judgment. We're going to swing 5. Okay. We're going to swing 7. Okay. We're going to pass it to them. 2 Dawn active. They turn Tashigi sideways. It's 10 this time. It's 10 this time. Okay. Oh, shit. They're going for the full Monty. All right. So guess what we got 10 down to? 7. Guess what 7 requires? A 1K counter. A 1K counter. Wait, what? 7? Oh, shit. Yeah, get rid of one of these right there. Yeah, get rid of that. Cool. Keep them on the field. We take that. We're down to 1 life already. It's getting kind of hectic. And they do have a blocker. So they got the board on this one. They really do. We're going to swing 5. They're going to get a card out of their hand. We get that card out of their hand. You know what time it is, baby. You know what time it is. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. So we had them with 6 cards in hand. And we said, all right, let's do a little chip shot. Do a little chip shot because we know they don't want to take a 5K. They know they got this, they got that. We know what they want to do, right? We took them down 1. That's the card you're comfortable giving up. That's the card you're comfortable getting rid of. Cool. Now, what do you not want to get rid of? Let's find out there, okay? Boom. We drop that, and we're okay with getting rid of another all these 9-drop Luffys. We're all right. We're all right without the 9-drop Luffy. They get rid of a blocker and a 2K. Say less, fam, okay? I'm going to go ahead and swing 7 and then swing another 7. And guess what? We got another Hell's Judgment for that ass. Now, as the game progresses, they want to give less to us. They don't want to continue to they want to develop is what I'm trying to say. And what Hell's Judgment puts them in a position of doing is deciding, do you want to develop or do you want to swing? But you can't do both. So right there, we give them that. Cool. And we're going to see what they got for us. So they swung 7. We gave them a 1K. Here we go. They're choosing to swing, not develop. Okay. Now they're going to swing there. I can give them another Hell's Judgment and make them almost invalid. Well, I'd have to give them a Hell's Judgment. That would take them from 11 to 8. And then I'd give them a 2K. So we're going to do that. Yes. Okay. And bing and a bang and a boom. Okay. Now they can swing again and get one. Oh, they're getting saucy. They're getting spicy britches with us, are they? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got tricks too. They said, you know what? Don't worry. We got something for you. Okay. We could take that. We could take that. Oh. What? What? You attacked me. You can't attack me twice. So is it at whenever? It's whenever if they've ever swung? If they've swung here at any point in time, that's a weird ruling. That's weird. Yeah, you just attack. And they... What? I wish I'd click on them so I could read it again. What was that about? So it does say once per turn. I guess I'm just so conditioned to it being immediately after. But I digest. We are looking at a 5K body with 1 blocker. So we decide to go ahead and do that. We're going to swing 7. Oh, we do still have a 5K. Don't forget that 5. Okay. Got to swing that 5 at him. Please, God, swing that 5 at him. We're swinging 7. I think we forgot that Zoro can swing. Now we're gonna swing. Okay. Give them 3, and we've mapped them out successfully. Yeah, that was that. Boy, howdy. Did that one get rough. Mick Gruff the crime dog. I really do wonder. My man wants to play again. Hey, we don't play till you win, dog. I really do wonder, is there a point at which I highlight the leader again? No, not looking like it. But yeah, and of course, if they didn't get rid of that Nico Robin, we would have been in that ass. Oh yeah, that would have been it. But anyhow, so that's something to look out for. Apparently, it's at any point in time. If they've done their next attack, does not have to be at you. They can restand and then restand, whatever. You got to see Hell's Judgment used 3 times in 2 games for the win. Close games, but is this a competitive game or not, right? So let's keep it moving. All right, gang, we got ourselves a Sanji hooked, okay? Now, I am, my opening hand is a, what do we got? We got a Law, we got a Ramp, we got Secret Luffy. I only got 2 of them in this list, or maybe 3, I forget. So yeah, I go ahead and do that. We search out a Zoro, and that's great too, because now I can keep 6K encounter. Now, Sanji here decides to use ability early and go down in Dawn, which I just don't feel like is necessary. I really don't feel like it's necessary to do it that early. I'm gonna have to get my mitts back on Sanji. I know that my build is a lot different than everyone else's, in the sense that I actually run Broofy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and you could also run Gear 2 in this and Ramp, right? So I don't know. There's different things you can do, and I think it's time for me to crack my knuckles and get going with it. Anyhow, they've got a lot of big city thinking going on, falling almost a minute behind, or falling a minute behind us. They decide to swing, they ramp. What do you got? You got your Sanji you're gonna play, or what? Like, what are you gonna do? They're thinking about it. They decide to bounce Zoro to the bottom of the dick. That's great for us. We don't mind. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and search and swing 5. Now, we've got everything lined up to put on that pressure. Oh, yeah. And what are they going to do? That's the question. So they're at, what is that, 6 Dawn. They're going to be ramping up with us. Yowza. Squeeze me baking powder. Okay. Let's just keep the show on the road. Now we're gonna swing 7 twice. We're getting ballsy. Why? Because we're not seeing the threats on the board. We're not seeing on the board where you take me out. I'm not even leaving one up for Giant. I'm saying, yo, give me all the cards in your hand. I am done playing with you. How dare you? How dare you Red Rock my Broofy? So, all right. What are they at? They could be at 8. They could be at 9. I think they're at 9. They're at 9 Dawn. That's pretty high for Sanji at times, right? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 K counter in hand, 5K body, 7K on the field. We also kind of got to worry about costs because they're blue. They can remove based on cost, and they actually just bottom deck, right? So what are they going to go for? That's the question. They're going to swing 9 there. We're going to do everything but let that go. So there you go there. Now you have 5 Dawn to work with, and I'm feeling great about that because... okay. All right. They draw 2 cards. Yeah, we're not too upset about that. We're not too upset about that at all. Now they are at 6 cards in hand, right? And you see the Nico Robin in my hand, and you see a bunch of options. Now, I'm thinking either I can swing, I can develop. We are at 10 Dawn, which means so I don't really want to do Secret Luffy's just yet. I think I would rather Nico Robin. Yeah, I think I would rather Nico Robin. I do have 6K encounter, but I'm still a 5K body, which means if they make it past that, I'm a little F in the A. So we decide to get rid of Big Boot Scoot Luffy, okay? Now they're going to go down to 4 cards, and then we're going to start swinging. We've got 2 Hell Judgments that would be, you know, ready to roll. So let's go ahead. We're going to swing 5, give him a free block. Huh. Okay. And now, if I go 7, they just block and give me 1 card. If I do 9, they got to give me 2 cards. I am a mad man. I am a mad man. I am mad. Mad. That is crazy. That is crazy. Here we go. Welcome to the show. All right. Got to swing again. Got to swing again. Yeah, now we're swinging 8. We thought about it. We said, we're going to swing. They take it. All right. It's do or die. Do or die for them. We've got 6K encounter. We've got a -3 for both of them, just waiting. If they spin Dawn to get rid of Nico Robin, that's Dawn spent. Now, Nico Robin is a 9-cost body at this point, so you're going to have to red rock that ass, okay? Okay, so they play another Vince Smoke Reiju. -3. Okay, that's the we're going to call it the Bachelorette Blow. And they're going to search something out. It's getting dice. It's getting dice. Okay, so they grab a Rad Beam, essentially. We're going to go ahead and do that off the rip. Okay. We nullify them and their would-be attacker. They've got 5 Dawn to work with. They are setting up for lethal next turn. They're setting up for lethal next turn. They got 2. We got the brew. We got the brew. Okay. Do we play him or do we just big city rush down? Now, they do got 2 Dawn active, and we do know that one of them is a Como se dice, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. We know one of them. Okay, they got a Gum Gum Giant, and we know. Why would they get rid of that? They must have another one. They must have another one. Okay. Here's the deal. We're 7K body now. So we're even with those 2. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and do his. We're not going to do his move. Okay. Okay. We're holding on. Yowzers. Man, we're just stretching it out. Stretching it out. Look at this go. Okay, so they're going to go to 10. We're going to pass it back. We got double Hell's Judgment. We got 6K encounter. They remove the Robin. Now, remember I told you, they remove the Robin. That's a lot. That's them getting rid of a lot there. I would like to counter out of this and then entice them into swinging with their leaders. Yes, let's do that. Leaders, they're blockers. Because if I don't do that, if I were to just Hell Judgment both of them, then they're not going to swing. They're done, right? So right now I got one of them done. Perfect. Give them that. Give them. Please. You fool. Dang it. Now they're not going to swing probably. Now they can establish another blocker probably. What do we do then? Hell's Judgment again? Hell's Judgment for everybody. They're done, son. They are done, son. Gum Gum Giants in hand. That's why they got rid of the Concassor. Looks like they saw all 6 of their Gum Gum Giants and every other event they could think of. Going to 7K makes you an impressive body. You also got to see a little Nico Robin. I am showing off that Hell's Judgment for you guys. Hell's Judgment has come out to play. Let's keep it moving. We're going up against a Zoro Sanji. Now, I've heard, I think they won an event in the last couple of weeks. So I was like, let's go check it out. Let's see what they got going. Okay, so I got a fairly decent hand. I got my ramp. I got Hell's Judgment. I got some things. Now we do know that green has always been a problem for purple. I love green. Green's my favorite color. Purple's my favorite color. They get along with green, purple, Luffy, but against each other. No, green actually gets along fine. Typically, historically, green has its way with purple, and it is so annoying. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and do some rampy ramp action. We got Brook in our hand. We got Broofy. We got Secret Luffy. We got Big Boot Scoot Luffy. Uso Hachimi. Also Horny. Which, if I wind up commentating for Nats, can I say Uso Hachi Miso Horny? I wonder. Swinging 6 into 5, we give him a 2K. Now we're ready. We can hold on to Hell's Judgment and just swing 7. We decide to swing 8. We want him down. We want him out of here. They're 4 life leader. We already got him down to 3. Let's get him down to 2. 4 life leader down to 2. All right, 4 life leader down to 2. Now, because of us becoming a 7K body, Smoker's very problematic in the Boobie Smoker matchup because, you know, they give you that 1 extra Dawn. But outside of that, Cavendish has been a big problem now, right? Because right here, we just give them a 1K and we're out of it. Yeah, and then we can take the next hit if we're feeling the pressure from low hand size, and we could just keep it moving. And I'm sorry, restand the Smoker, double banish in 1 turn. I get it now. I get it now. They also played bitch ass Luffy, and that's the bitch ass Luffy right there. That's the one that gets rid of one of it. You get to pick the card though. I would have, you know, it's detrimental to play it when it's how would you say, when it's your only card. However, let's get back with the action. I turn their blocker sideways and I'm going to give them a round of 7s. Oh yeah, putting on that pressure. Okay. We get them down to 1 life. It's 1 to 2. They got no cards in hand. We got a Hell's Judgment lined up. We got a Gum Gum Giant lined up. Excuse me. They're going to draw some more cards. 7 to 7. Let me give them that. Okay. Now here, this is where I would consider Hell's Judgment. Absolutely. You can figure that one out, buddy. Figure that one out. Yeah, because you want the banish more than anything. I know you want that banish. Figure out how that's going to work for you. Oh, we are making big city decisions. This is not small town shenanigans. These are not midtown maneuvers. They want to turn something 7K up, right, and I feel them. We're going to go ahead and do this because we don't care. Now, they got 2 blockers this time. 2 blockers this time. I'm thinking, do I play this or do I play that? And I decided to play that. I decided to get the swings, right, and survive because I drew into a Gum Gum Giant. So let's just keep it moving. Now, I decide to give everybody +1, and I'm going to swing there, get bodies out of the way, and we're going to swing at the face, okay? We know they probably can't block out of it. I doubt. Or counter out of it. I always use those interchangeably. That's the wrong terminology. Can they counter out of 2? It's going to be a big tell. If they can't counter out of 2, we take the blocker, and next turn, they're basically on notice. This is the turn for them to go for it. If they can't finish here, we all but win. I'm going to give them 1K right there, and I would like to hold on to Sanji. I would like to hold on to Sanji because it'll turn that blocker sideways. However, we'll see what they got for us. Now, remember, this is OP12. They can also play, they could be playing Mihawk, you know, Dracula Mohawk. They got access to everything. So, they're going to play Nefertiti, the BB. Swinging 7, and they're going to restand their Smoker, no doubt. We can't take that. Do we Gum Gum Giant, though? That's the question. I think we could Gum Gum Giant, get more cards. We could also just let it go. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, dog. I think we should have just let it go because then the Sanji would have turned their blocker sideways and we could have went for game. But here we are. So they can definitely take Secret Luffy. But which Luffy are they going to take? That's the question right now, right? If you take Secret Luffy, you get rid of 2 swings. If you take Broofy, you get rid of a 7K leader, but you still have to take the 2 swings. And that's 2 swings from just Luffy alone. We're talking about a difference between 3 swings or 4 swings. They decide to swing 7 there, and I can't imagine why. We draw into yet another Sanji, but do we have enough Dawn? We do have enough Dawn. Here's the thing. Yeah, we abandoned that because we see how many cards they got in hand, right? Now we can swing 9 there. We can get rid of his 2. We get 2 back. Cool. And it's just game after that. Yeah, it's just game after that. So things were a little interesting there for a second. Got a little troublesome. I see their gimmick now. I see their gimmick, but we survived their gimmick of what they do. They like to restand smoker, banish, and if you ain't got the cards, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. So anyways, very interesting. I'm glad to run across it. I can see how it caught a lot of people off guard, but we survived this one, boys. Let's keep it. We are going to go up against a Marshall to Teach. Now, if you guys check this out, I think this is my opening hand. Yeah, they chose to go second. I'm going first. This is my opening hand, and I'm keeping it. If I see this card, I'm keeping it 11 times out of 5. Because that card is what single-handedly will put us over in this matchup. Now, we are going to ramp because they did not black hole us. A lot of Blackbeards are not black holing early and often. Reason being is they wind up with no cards to defend themselves, etc. Right? Now, I would expect from here on out that they would black hole us because they're drawing cards. They're getting pressure off of them, right? Because we got to swing in the Lafitte's, right? So I would expect them to be coming at us for the rest of the game. Now I'm going to swing 5 here, see what's up. Okay, I play this out. Now they gave us a Van Augur, which makes me feel a little like they're not going to be able to get rid of a 6-cost body. However, if they did have Liberation, they would be able to get rid of both of these cards. So that was a little bit of a risky biscuit, and it was very risky for me because I technically would like to hang on to Luffy and develop something else a little bit earlier. I didn't do that though. So they're only at 3 cards in hand. We're going to give them a 5, see what they do with that. Really, just a 5? Why not a 7? Why not a 7? That's crazy. Give them a 6. Okay, they take. And now we're just going to go 9 twice. 9 twice. Why didn't I go higher, though, with Zoro? I should have swung 7. We could have him down to 1. And right here, gang, this is why we win this match. This is why we win this match. Oh, and I'm going to keep that alive. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Oh, yeah. 3 swings. I think they're at 7, Don. Yeah, they're at 7 or... No, they're at 8, Don. They're at 8, Don. That's right. They're on even curve. So they're at 8, Don, which means next turn... their guys coming out now. That's -2. That's gonna be -3, and there goes our secret Luffy. That is tough. That is tough. We're gonna go ahead and play out Brook. We're gonna give them 6. See what they do with that. Okay. Another 6 to face. Okay. We're in a weird place right now where their Van Augur is just 1 card away from putting everything in jack off teach range. Right now they hit 10 and they did not have a teach in hand, which is bad news bears for them, really, because I believe teach would have nullified my leader for that turn, which would have meant they could turn Van Augur sideways and Marshall teach our Brook. Or they could swing with Van Augur, their leader, and teach our Zoro. You know, there's a couple things they could have done. However, they just didn't see theirs. So we kind of made, I wouldn't say, we played what we had when we played our secret Luffy, but it was not an optimal play. But, you know, they're in the same boat. Okay, here we go. No excuses, playing like a champion. And we're going to go ahead and do this and draw into our other secret Luffy. Oh, yeah. That's going to be the game. That's going to be the game. Give me a 5. Give me a 5. Give me an 8. Twice. Yeah, you ain't got that. And you ain't got that. And that's the game. And this is typically how it ends up. I got other matches I'll be uploading. I'm going to be uploading a lot of Loco Locals here pretty soon. You know, going through a death in the family and bouncing back from that. So I did happen to go to Locals, but before it, and then a week after. So, you know what I mean? The locals hit at the right time. But anyhow, that is that. Nico Robin and the waiting in the wings probably wasn't going to get any shine just because of how low their hand was. And I don't know if they would have black holed this. But so we're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Actually, and I wonder, even if they had Teach, I think drawing into this would have won us the game, which is good. That's good. We like that. All right, so this is typically a tough matchup for us. You know, it's green. Oh, we like that though. It's green, but now we got our Sanjis. Okay, we're ready for this. We're ready for this. Okay, so we search out a Broofy. And I mean, we've got a straight line of play. We are not messing around. We know exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so we're 7-5, 4 life leader, down to 3. What do they got for us? They're going to keep on searching. They got a Sanji. They got a little bit of everything. We're going to go ahead and Broofy that ass. Okay, 5-5. They give us a 2K. We love it. 6-5. No more 2Ks. They don't want to give them. They take a life. They're down to 2. We give him a 2K. We give him a 2K. Okay. Here they come. Here comes Smoker, ready to ruin everything. Everything. Now, I think I would rather let him go and save Usohachi to protect. Oh my God. What just happened? Okay. Just for that, you go. And we're going to swing 7 again at 5. Now, removing that Smoker really does help. Because it's not just about getting rid of what they spent 5 Dawn on, right? It's the fact that that Smoker is going to continue to bleed cards out of our hand. Now, I don't think we want to go down to 1. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's getting ridiculous. Yes, it has reached ridiculousness. We're going to go ahead and go to 7K, become a 7K body, okay? And, yeah, we got some stuff to do. Okay, let's swing 7 into 5. They give us 2 cards. Okay. Man, would I love to have the fucking Donna drop a Robin on him right now. We're going to swing 8. Okay. So we've got him down to 3 cards. They've got 3 eligible bachelorettes to swing, well, including their Smoker leader. So they're going to swing there. And I'm a little like, what do we do? If I keep it alive, I gotta use resources. The resources could be used to keep other threats alive, so we let it go. Now, what are they gonna do next? Let's see. 2-7. That's not gonna do it. I don't know what that was about. We are thinking. Big city. 7-7. This is a hit we would take. Just because we don't want to take the we want to have more resources to not take this one right here. So we're cleared from horny ass Jones. No horny ass Jones. So we're gonna go ahead and -3 and 3 there. See what they do. They play another one. Oh yeah. They're keeping it going. Don't want to play a Law Beppo in this match, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. So they got 4 Dawn active sexually. I'm in a weird place where I don't want to swing with my Broofy and put back 2 active Dawn. We don't want to do that. So we're going to play that out. We're going to swing 7, 7-5. Okay, they nullify us for the round. Now we're still a 5, but I don't know about that. Yeah. We're just going to swing 6 just so they have to give us something if they block. Now, we're going to go ahead and do that. And if they want to horny ass Jones us, we will still have 2 Gum Gum Giants live. We are at 10 Dawn, which means we'd go down to 6 and come back to 8, which is more than enough Dawn active for us to go for the game. Now, I can give him 2 cards here and prevent that from being the issue. Instead, I actually Gum Gum Giant preemptively to just have more cards, more options, okay? It is what it is. Okay, a third blocker. A third blocker has entered the arena. Yeah, no, we can't let that go either. So let's go ahead and giant out the Robin, and there we go. All right, we're at 8 Dawn. I said it was more than enough. Was I a lie? We can do 9, 9, 9, and 9. We can do 9 3 times or 4 times. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Boom, boom, boom. And it looks like we can do a little more than that. They don't want to play anymore. And I wonder why. Okay, so I swing 9. They can't block out of that. So they can't block anything. They can't, or excuse me, they can't counter out anything. That's a 2, that's a 1. So the highest they can go to is 8. So that is a block. Another attack is a block. Another 9 would be a block. And then 9, or excuse me, 9 and 10. So that would have been that. Really able to turn the game around just by surviving. The Hell's Judgment came out to play again. We like it. We love it. Do we have time for more of it? All right, gang. Last but definitely not least is our boy Rayleigh. All right. So we wanted to, let's see. What was my opening hand here? Oh yeah, we like that. We like that. We got our ramp. We got Hell's Judgment. So Rayleigh is gonna have us on the back foot at times, right? Because they got a lot of big city pressure and they're 5 life leader. They are looking to, they're poising themselves to be the new Zoro, okay? And they've got very interesting mechanics. I don't know if they're done cooking quite yet, but I have had some matches where I was like, what the F? And I've had some matches like, okay, I had that against Rayleigh. Actually, all of my matches have been close against Rayleigh. It's just sometimes you have it, right? It's like Nami playing a blue Nami and they only had like 1 or 2 cards, 3 cards left. It's like, yeah, but you won, right? So it is what it is. Now, we're going right into the business. And we're going to choose to play out a Nico Robin, okay? Now, Nico Robin's going to cause them to have to get rid of some of their... it's going to cause them to have to get rid of their resources. And we know they like hanging on to events for everything. It enables everything. So we decided to play one out preemptively. Now, if I would have chose to play out a Brook instead, which I did get rid of, unfortunately. Well, I still have one in hand, but... Anyhow, if I would have chose to play a Brook out instead, that would have been really cool too. Possibly, dare I say, awesome sauce, because Brook would have turned everybody, -2 to everybody, right? And that would really help us get rid of them right now, because as you can see, they're climbing, and Nico Robin is gone just like that. Never mind, Brook, I hardly knew you. Nico Robin, we hardly knew you. She said she wants to live. I don't think that's in the cards, sweetheart. So, now we've got there we go. We had a big city decision between playing out our secret Luffy or searching a Monka de Luffy. Now, at that point in the game, we're turn 4. We haven't seen them yet. Let's search them. We see 2 of them. Okay, cool. So we're not gonna see another one for a little while. Let's hope they're good and done and finished with their Mulguns. Okay. Now we have a target for them to swing into. They're not interested in that target. They want to swing at life. I am a tad bit apprehensive about taking hits to my life at this juncture. Okay, I do not want to go down to 0 life. No, not yet. We decide to Hell's Judgment. Okay. Interesting decision. I think I would have rather Nico Robin and then Hell's Judgment after they spent more of their Dawn. We like to Hell's Judgment when they don't really have enough Dawn and resources to pivot and do something like this, right? If we would have gave them the 2K, then we could have Hell's Judgment this and something else, and we would have... Well, we wouldn't have taken our last life. God bless, that's tough. Okay. On the flip side, we've got 2 giants and we've got 4K in counter. The other flip side, we're going to have to giant away a 2K, which is really tough biscuits. Oh, super tough. So they're going to go ahead and do that. That's fine. We're going to swing 7. And at this point, it seems like we're ignoring everything on their field and just going for face. Now, I'm a 7K body, and I know that this takes me to 11. One giant takes me to 11. The other one takes me to 15. But I'm drawing 4 cards in that amount of time. So one giant takes me to 11. The other one can take me to 15. The other one, and then I got a 2K. I'm going to be all right. So I decide to go ahead and start cleaning up their board. The question is, do they have counter like that? You're going to have to give me a chopper, or you're going to have to give me this card, because I'm going to swing. Okay, cool. Now I'm swinging again. Cool. And now I'm swinging here again. We got to keep this 2 Dawn up. Okay. So I guess the reason why I swung to face that time was I was a little more concerned about I was less concerned about them seeing all the cards they need to see to buff up Jinbei to be able to swing into a 7K body. So I did that. Now, here we go. 14K. Do we got it? Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Was our math off? You fool. All we should have did was one more giant and got rid of the Gum Gum Gatling. Okay, so they swing 14 at us. Yeah, 14 to 7. This gets me, or I would get rid of Nico Robin. So Nico Robin gives me 11, and if I were to swing one, or if I were to use just one more Gum Gum Giant, then I have it. Or this and this. Yeah, I completely blew my load. I should have just given him 2 Uso Hachi Miso Hornies. But yeah, and then that's game after that. That's gonna be game. Yeah, that's gonna be game. So what, they have the Shanks? Yeah, they were gonna have to survive. Was that all the Dawn I was gonna get back? God bless. I was at what, 7 Dawn after that? Anyways, yeah, but even still, that was gonna be a 7 and a 7, and then the 9-7 and a 9 twice kind of deal. But yeah, that's the power of being a 7K body and having a little help from our friends named Giant. Anyways, let's take it over to the gist of the list. Well, there you have it, gang. Another dissertation down to the ground of a little more of this black purple Luffy. If I was going to an OP12 tournament today, I would say give me one more of these, please. Give me one more. Now it's not $100 Luffy. We'll always remember it as the $100 Luffy. Yeah, give me that. So that, and maybe one less of that. Maybe one less of that. Maybe. This is the flex spot. Brook isn't. Yeah, as much as I love it, it doesn't always like show up and show out. But you'll see. I'll have some games out there where it does. So anyways, that's what I would kind of be looking for right now, just because this does win you matches. This can win you matches. This is like an assist. This is the shooter. This is the assist, right? This is the score. This is the assist. This one is going to dish the rock off. It can spell death, but does it mean death like this card does? You know what I mean? This one, it wins you games ultimately. Like, this is the finisher, and this is also a big point scorer with us. But hey, I don't think I played this once. What? That's crazy. Are you kidding me? Did I just make an hour-long worth video and I didn't play 9-drop once? What does that mean? Yowzas. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Is there a world where we get a little lower to the ground? Start doing stuff like this. What about this card? You may place 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck, then your opponent has 5 or more cards in hand. Trashes 1 card from their hand. If we had that out, we could play that and then play that, and that would be absolutely knuckin' futz. Yeah, what about that? What about that? That's cray cray. Okay, so we got some thinking. We got some big city thoughts. Okay, we got to do some thinking and see what's up with these things. This also won me some games. Just being able to search. There's also another school of thought where you get rid of these and you put these in, right? Maybe one less of there and just these. And why? Because it cycles your hand. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we do one less and we do, you know, like that. There's also worlds where we do these things because they just set up blockers, and now you've got to get through a plethora of blocks. We're already a 7K body. They're drawing us cards, etc. You know what I mean? And I think the Onami could be pretty cool, just because the Onami cost 4, goes to a 5 cost. Typically it's going to be a 5 cost, especially when we have 8 or more Dawn floating around. And they're going to get rid of, oh, we're not using this. Oh, we're not using this. We're not using this. You know what I mean? They're going to get rid of these cards, and they're going to continue to draw us cards. And that's going to make us more, you know, defensive. So maybe that's the move. Maybe it's lower to the ground and taking them to Pound Town. Maybe that's what it is. But I digress. I will be messing around with this one next. I think so. But anyhow, gang. Again, great to be back, and I had a lot of fun with you guys on live. I guess on Monday. I don't know if this video is coming up Tuesday or Wednesday, but I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Do remember to smash that like button, finger pop the subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in them comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. This has been Marauder Music with 3-piece TCG. Big TCG. I hope this video finds you well. Love yourself, respect others. Peace.
Stuck up in it, stuck up in it. Stuck in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could.